I had a great day at work. No complaints about work. No complaints about work. A little back pain, but that's normal. That's normal. But I just came on for a few minutes. Hold on. Get this in charge. Okay. I had to get my plug up my tablet. But anyway, I had a good day at work. No complaints. No complaints about work. I decided to come on here for a few minutes because I made the dumbest mistake today. Well, this afternoon, I sat in the car. No, it was 100 damn degrees outside, y'all. That is no. Thinking about because I was tired, didn't feel like getting out the car and go inside the grocery store. I'm just tired. Then I got overheated, but it didn't make me sick or anything. I had to get inside to get cool. Now I don't feel like eating. And I was gonna cook me some spaghetti, make some spaghetti for dinner, but excuse me, I don't feel like eating that now. So guess what I'm eating? Some yogurt. That's what I'm eating, some yogurt. But I want everybody to be careful outside because the heat index is very, very high. Drink plenty of water, which I had plenty of water. I guess that's the reason why I didn't get anything. I had plenty of water. I had bottles of water in the car. I just was tired. When you get off from work, you don't feel like going nowhere. When I say nowhere, nowhere. You don't feel like going to no store. You don't feel like going inside no store. You just don't feel like being bothered with nobody. With nobody. Just got a lot going on. Just making sure I got the right amount of money in my account for my rent. You know, that's the most important thing. But you know what? There is help out there for people who don't have all their rent money. There is no excuse why people are getting evicted because they don't have all their rent money. You know, they have programs out there. And like, for example, I may be a few $100s short on my rent. I don't have to get evicted. I don't have to get eviction notice. There's a program called Flex. And they will pay your rent. All you need to do is make sure you have that amount of money in your account by, for example, July 5th. My rent is due on the 1st. And Flex will go in and pay your rent for you. You know you're going to pay a fee. You know you're going to pay a fee. Everybody got to pay a fee. Ain't nothing for free. And they will pay your rent for you and they'll give you time to pay their fee. Okay? But you got to make sure you have that money in your account by the 5th. There people out here trying to help you. They are trying to help you. Now, I signed up for the program because I may run short. I don't know. I may run short. So I signed up for the program. So I'm going to see how this program works starting tomorrow. Because, you know, like I said, I paid off one bill. And that helped my credit score a lot. So I'm working on a second bill. And where I can get that paid off. It takes me a little time, y'all, but I'm still working. I'm working a custodian job. I enjoy my custodian job. No, this is not your time. Bye, go to bed. My cat, he think he can run me. But you got to be mindful, and because things are hard. Groceries are expensive. And everybody know groceries are expensive now. And you got to keep pushing. You can't give up. You can't give up. You can't have a sad face because everybody going through the same thing. You got to help yourself. It's just like my vehicle is down. And I can't afford to fix it. I can't afford to put an engine in it. So it did sit on the property. And the property manager did contact me. And I said, well, just give me a few weeks and let me see what I can do to get it started where I can get it moving. Because you can't have a vehicle on the property. It's not running. I had insurance on it. Everything's on it. They towed my vehicle. Okay, that's fine. I can't do nothing with it anyway. That's okay. Let it go to the salvage yard and I go get my tags off of it. And that's fine. Why are you getting upset over spilled milk, something you can't help? My main focus is keeping me a place to stay to lay my head. And that's just the most important thing. You're going to be able to get groceries. Somebody will come by and buy you some groceries because my understanding is nothing in the food pantry anyway. So and you don't have to go through that. Budget your money as much as you can. I went to the store last week and bought some groceries. I spent $150 in the store. I have my receipt to show you, but you know what? I didn't even bring it back here to show you. I had to take some of my rent money to go get some groceries. I'm not going to sit in the house hungry. Like I said, my daughter and my son, they'll pay the lights. And matter of fact, let me go get that receipt and show you. Hello, how are you doing? When you come in, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, because I need all the help I can get over here. I got to get up to 500 subscribers where I can get monetized. And after I get monetized, I still got to get subscribers. I still got to get views. I still got to get everything. YouTube is not an easy job. Now, I don't know who told you that YouTube is easy, because it's not. And I like to thank everyone who have subscribed to my channel. I have 302 subscribers. See if I can get my son to bring my receipt. Well, I don't have to put y'all on pause. But let me tell you something. There is help out here. Out here. You know your rent is due. You know when the 15th come around, you know you ain't got but 2 weeks left in the month. And if you're getting paid, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking down and I'm trying to get my son to bring me that receipt. If you get paid every week, you take a little bit from that paycheck every week and put it to the side where you can pay your rent. For example, you might get an $800 paycheck every week. Okay, $800 every week is $1,600. But $2,400. Well, you make sure you get all your bills paid off of that $1,800, that $800 check. And then you take your next 2 checks and you put them away, because you know your rent is due on the 1st. Don't let your rent pile up on you that you cannot pay. Paying your rent is important, y'all. Nobody has sympathy for nobody now, because everybody's doing the same thing. If you're a single parent and you got children, you working, the government not giving you anything. Government's taking everything from you. Everything from you. Let me go get this receipt and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had 2 receipts in there, so one from Zaxby's, my grandson, y'all. I have to keep $25 in my account to make sure he has Zaxby's. Okay, this is my receipt right here from Food Lion. This is my receipt right here from Food Lion. See this receipt right here? And this is how much my grocery was right here, if you could see it. I don't know if you could see it or not, but with my fingers. My grocery was $143. And you know, Food Lion, they do have the coupons, they have stuff on sale. You know, Food Lion have, sometimes they have a meat sale, you know, they have a great sale. And I don't have a Food Lion card. So what I did, I asked the cashier, can I use your card? She said, oh yes, please. If I didn't have that card, My groceries would have been, if I did not have that card, y'all, my grocery would have been, send the tax and stuff off, almost $150. I saved $13.81 on my groceries from Food Lion. And I was there, I ended up getting some meats and more than one pack of meat. Well, you got to budget your money. You got to budget real tight. Nowadays you got to budget real tight. And like I said, this is my small business right here. And I'm planning to retire. I want to retire within 6 months, but I don't know if I'll be able to retire in 6 months. If I have everything together like I want to, I can, but I don't know. But you got to plan. You know, you got to go to the grocery store. If you have a Sam's wholesale card or a Costco wholesale card, and you have a big family, go to those places where you can get more for your money. Because my understanding, the government is cutting food stamps like crazy. Was one young lady was on YouTube and she was crying. She said she had to move back home with her mom because she couldn't afford to buy groceries. Now I don't know how much was her rent, and I don't know none of the lady business on there, but she was crying about she didn't have the money to buy groceries because they cut her food stamps down to $275. Man, let me get $275 and see how far that $275 go. It'll go a lot further. I will be pinching pennies. I'll be watching. I'll be couponing. I'll be doing everything I can under the sun. But these young people don't believe in all that. That's why the government is cutting down. That's why they're getting strict. Because they want their funds to go elsewhere. Coupon. Electronic coupons. Coupons online all day and every day. I don't, because I don't know how to do it. That's why I don't do it. So I just go to the grocery store when they have the coupons come out the machine. I'm using it. If it's not something I use, I don't get it. But sometimes it is not hard to do. When I go through the line, I just ask the cashier, can I use their card? Now I do coupon a little bit in CVS. I sign up for that coupon thing. They'll send you coupons and everything. I do use it in CVS on some things, some items I use in CVS. I'm not ashamed to say, yes, I do go to the Dollar Tree. And yes, I do buy my socks from the Dollar Tree, which is $1.50. Sometimes you can get 6 pair of socks, y'all, for $1.50. Hello, how are you? Let's set the house rules, y'all. Don't come over here with this negative stuff over here on my channel. I'm out here trying to help somebody who may need help, not the negativity. Don't bring that on my channel. The next time you come on my channel with that foolishness, believe me, I will have you blocked. Moderators, anybody come with negative and saying ungodly words on my channel, remove them. FBI, you welcome to get my YouTube channel and go through it and see who all out here being ugly and rude and talking about things they ain't got no business. Thank you, FBI. But anyway, because you know the FBI is on everybody's channel now because of the young man, Anthony, and you saying negative and ugly stuff. They recording everything, Carmela Anthony. They recording everything you say. So don't come on my channel with the foolishness. I don't have time for it, and never did have time for it. I support Carmela Anthony 100%. Now let's clear the air on that. You have a great day. Don't come back on my channel. Okay, but anyway, what I'm getting ready to show you is the socks from Dollar Tree. I get 6 pair of socks for $1.50. I can get 3 pair of socks for $1.50. I'm gonna show you. Okay. This is 1, 2, 3. These are $1.50 at the Dollar Tree. You go through socks like water, y'all. Okay, this is $1.50. Let me see if I open the other one. It says 6 pair of socks for $1.50. I don't know if this the pair. See, I got one. I know I got some for $1.50. 6 pair. All these are. I may be done open them up. Because I may be done open them up. Y'all, when I go to the Dollar Tree, I buy socks. If it's 3 pair for $1.50, you can get 6 pairs for $3. I buy socks, footies for myself for $1.50 at the Dollar Tree. I don't care about the Dollar Tree socks. Guess what? They're gonna last for so long anyway. And you got to change your socks because you don't want athletic feet. But you got to learn how to save your money. A lot of people is shopping out of the Goodwill. Nice things are in there. They're washing it up, pressing it off, and you never know unless you open your mouth and tell them. The Goodwill got name brands in now. I don't mind. Now, the only thing I tell people not to do, pay good money for your shoes. You put bad shoes on your feet, you're going to have bad feet. Pay good money for your shoes, y'all. Get your eyes checked. Get your ears checked. I need an eye exam right now. And I need my ears checked too. You know, we seniors, we got to take care of ourselves as well. You got to take care of ourselves. Our children are not able to take care of us. They're not. They can move you into their home, but your paycheck gonna have to help them in the household because they have children. And we seniors don't want all that noise in our ear. We want to stay in peace and quiet. But if your Social Security check and your retirement check not big enough, guess what? You're gonna have to move in with your children. You tell me you can go to a senior living home. You know how much a senior living home costs? If you get a nice one, $3,000 a month. No, let me take it back. $5,000 a month because I did a calendar show around the holiday time. $5,000 a month, y'all. They said they have some perks in it, but I didn't even ask. $5,000 is enough for me. But we have to budget. We have to budget. Pay your rent. There's some programs out there. They're trying to help us because they don't want people on the street anymore. So this is the reason why they came up with, and go to your landlord, your leasing office. They know about these programs because I got an email about a program and what I'm telling you about. Let me see if I can find my phone and I can show you. This flex program. I got an email from my landlord. Where I was, let me get to my email and see if I can find it. Where I can show you about, there is programs. Your leasing office know. If you stay in an apartment, they know. If you stay in an apartment, they may not know, but they willing to check it out. I'm trying to find it, y'all. Wait, give me a minute here. No, excuse me. Okay, let's go to this. Okay. I got my stuff kind of big here. But right here, I hope you can see it. This is the name of it, right here. For flexible rent, They help you. This is the name of, I got to go. That's past my apartment. But this is it. This is it. And it said, tell you to hit the email. Go and get yourself some help. Go and get yourself some help. And do it before your rent is due. They're not going to help you. You wait till your rent is due because they're going to tell you you got to have a zero balance. People, there's help out there, but you got to get up and you got to do it. You got to do it. I don't see no one evicted. I don't even want to see myself evicted. But we got to work hard. There's a community out there, but every household is going through the same thing. This is not saying that. But every household is going through the same thing. They're trying to keep the lights on. They're trying to keep food on the table. They're trying to keep water. That if you live in the city limits or some rural areas do carry city water, and you got to pay your rent. You got to pay your car insurance. You got to make a car payment. That's 6 major items besides your cell phone and your internet. To keep that on because kids got to do homework. That's 8 major items. Now people are trying to find jobs. YouTube keep a thing full of remote jobs out there. Look, I'm getting ready to apply for me one. Because that's the only way I can make it. And especially when I got things planned, I need to make sure I get paid for. Y'all, if you got these high cell phone bills, get you a prepaid. I'm on a prepaid. And I sure and use my Android. And some of my other friends, they done dropped down, got them a prepaid, and they still use the Apple iPhone. It come with unlimited, and I pay $50 a month. I get unlimited text and calls. I get unlimited, what's that? I watch YouTube on. All that. Internet service. I get all that unlimited. Cut your phone bill. Go to prepaid. I had to do it. My phone bill was out the yang, y'all. My oldest daughter came over and said, Mom, let me show you how to do this thing right here. And she went and got me another phone and put my phone on prepaid. I had to get another phone because my iPhone was acting up. And she put my stuff on prepaid. Getting the same service. Go anywhere I want. No problem with my service. A lot of these prepaid companies on Verizon Tower and AT&T Tower and T-Mobile Tower. So it doesn't matter, y'all. It doesn't matter. Budget your money. Pay your rent. Pay your rent. I mean, you got to buy groceries. You got to eat. Don't try to go in the most expensive grocery store. All the grocery stores are expensive now. If you got a Food Line in your area, find out when they meat sales. I just happened to went in there last week and found a good meat sale. And you know who told me about the meat sale? My coworker. He said, Miss Catherine, go to Food Line. They keep a great meat sale. Meat don't be old or none of that. It's fresh meat. Because he said, I goes there all the time. So when he found a meat sale, he let me know, and I go to Food Line and get my meats. Now, my vegetables and all that stuff, I love to go to the farmer's market, y'all, but the farmer's market is just too far. So they got around here, my daughter and I, we just got to find it. You just got to find it. I know a lot of y'all paying these ridiculous prices for child care. And the government want to cut that ABC voucher. And know y'all need help with that. They want y'all to work. What you supposed to work. And you got to pay the ridiculous prices for child care. They don't want the mom and pop daycare anymore. They don't want the mom and pop daycare. And which it need to be a mom and pop daycare where they can help the single parents with their children. And then when y'all find a good mom and pop daycare, make sure you pay them just like you pay the commercial one. Because I'm telling you, the commercial one gonna get their money. They're gonna go through your account, baby. They're gonna withdraw that money from your account. I know what I'm talking about here. I have a grandson, and his mama had to give those people her account number, and they take that money out of her account like clockwork. So do the same thing with your mom and pop. But if the mom and pop are smart, they'll set it up too, the same way. But you're trying to get the people time. Make sure you pay that child care on the day you get paid for the week. If you're doing a mom and pop. It's a lot of good mom and pop daycare. My daughter, her best friend has a daycare, a small daycare. And she can't keep no more than about 5 or 6 kids, but what she charge them people, they don't even want to pay her. And she's a good lady. That's ridiculous. But you don't go to commercial and pay them because you know what? They're going to take it direct out your check. If you don't have that money, guess what? They're going to tell you, I'm sorry, your child won't be able to attend this week. They're going to put somebody in that spot who can pay. I hope I have this thing up, y'all. I'm doing all this talking. And yeah, I got it up. Yeah. Y'all pay your rent before you do any shopping. This is the 4th of July weekend coming up. A lot of people have made plans to go out of town and have a good time. And Joyce, I ain't gonna tell you not to. But before you go out of town, make sure you pay your rent first. Well, you gotta have a place to stay when you get back. Because you know on the 5th they're gonna evict. They're gonna send an eviction letter. They may give you to that Monday. They're gonna evict. Pay your rent. Well, I'm getting ready to get off of here now. And I am going to lay down for a few and think about what I want to eat. But y'all have a great afternoon. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.